Look, Squirreloid! MEGA Construx Pokemon Series 9!
Awesome! I wonder what we'll find at this time.
I bet you can't jump them all.
Challenge accepted!
Great job, Squirreloid! I'm so glad we're friends now. My turn. Huh, 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 huh. Oh,
Whoa, Ash! What luck! You find a Minun!
yeah. What luck. Ugh.
On the table, catching up with one of my favorite toy lines, MEGA Construx Pokemon Series 9. And when I say catching up, these are brand new. I really should catch up with past series like Series 7, Series 5, and
get 'em off
Star
me.
Series. But Series 9 is the latest and greatest. We have some really interesting characters with this run. We have a Omanyte, of course I always want to call it Omanyte. A Clefairy is back. Elekid is here. A Minun is also here. Vulpix should be very popular. And finally a Murkrow to round out the collection. A fun new group of Pokemon to see. Well, what I usually like to do on these is open them all up at once, mix up the Pokeballs a little bit, and then we can be surprised a little bit as we go through these. So, let's open these up. Obviously, if you have a quick memory, you can find the Quick Ball and the Premier Ball. Of course, I already forgot who was in what. Oh well, Squirrel, give me a Pokeball to work on.
You got it!
Good idea, let's work on some of these Premier Balls. They just kind of blend right in with the table. Who do we got? I'm guessing this is the Omanyte. We'll have to build to make sure. And the Omanyte is built a spiral Pokemon, rock water type. Possibly one of the hardest mini Pokemon builds out there because of that spiral shell. You might want to take some pre-build moments and get those spirals in order. I think I got them right. One side wasn't as spirally as the other. Yeah, this side for some reason doesn't feel as spirally. Looks a little weird. But this side really connects well. Omanyte's sturdy shell protects it from enemy attacks, it says. Looks really cool though. It's certainly one of my favorites of this series out of so many. MEGA Construx has certainly stepped up their game with their Pokemon builds. If you're good, you can move these little tentacles around just a little bit to kind of stand them how you want. But I think it's a good first build. I can see why this one was harder to find on shelf. It took me a few visits to the stores to find this one. So a good build. Keep an eye out for the Omanyte. Or Omanyte, however you want to say it. What do we got next, Squirrel?
Let's go back over here!
I agree, I like the Premier Balls. What can we find? I think we found the Elekid. Sure enough, there it is, Elekid. Let's construct. It's a constructed Elekid. Elekid, a electric type Pokemon, pretty new to me. I have not seen this one very too often. Looks pretty cool in MEGA Construx form though. I like how they left its ears still kind of stud-like instead of making custom pieces for it. Maybe the Pikachu ears, I know they would be a little more rounded, but that looked kind of fun. And I like how his bee body-like shells together with the rounded panel pieces, the stripes, the arms, the leg pieces. Turned out really well. I hear that an Elekid that lives with its trainer can feed on electricity straight from the outlets in the house. I don't think I'll do that. By the way, any strange information that I'm giving today is found in my favorite Pokemon Super Deluxe Essential Handbook. My favorite because it actually helps you pronounce the names of the Pokemon, which I think we all know I have a terrible time doing. Anyhow, Elekid turned out great. How about we try that last Premier Ball, Landry?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Alright. So if your memory serves you well, you should know who exactly is in this ball. Do you got it? It's the Vulpix. And Construct. Vulpix constructed, fox Pokemon, stay away from the squirrels.
Ah, don't touch me, Vulpix! Stay away! Stay away!
Super cute on this one, they did well again. Nice custom tail piece going on, and the spiral tuft of fur above the ears also well. This must be the Spiral series. Vulpix is prized for its lovely fur and multiple tails, which keep splitting as it grows. Some people think the ghostly fire from its mouth is a departed spirit.
A ghost? For goodness sakes. Ah!
Oh, squirrel up, Barry, it's no big deal. Yes, very good looking Pokemon. We've got good articulation too. You can move this tail around on the ball joint. The legs are on ball joints. That's something you don't see Vulpix doing very often. And the head is on a joint, so lots of positioning you can do. I love the little tuft of hair that kind of springs up right now. I don't know if it's just because the way the piece lays, or maybe it'll start to flatten down a little bit more over time, but I love that part. That is really cute. So that is Vulpix. Keep an eye out for Vulpix for sure. Well, now we move on to the quick ball. Landry, which one shall we go with?
How about... Alright.
Works for me. Sorry. And opening up. It's the one and only Murkrow. And Murkrow constructed, looking a little bit better than what it appeared on the box. Looked a little plain on the box, but the toes and the beak really stand out. I always think something from Harry Potter when looking at a Murkrow, a darkness Pokemon. It's unusual to see a Murkrow flying around during the day. They generally sleep until dusk and do their flying at night. They keep an eye out for sparkly objects, which they sometimes offer as a gift to a trainer. Kind of a fun one to build too. I like how the hat works. And I like the tail, and I like the bird feet. I think those are some of my favorite pieces out of MEGA Construx, those bird feet. For articulation, you can kind of bob the head around a little bit. You can move this, what would you call it? I want to say tail, but it's more of a bird feather plume. And the feet you can kind of position here and there. So kind of a fun little birdie to work with. There's the Murkrow. Well, I suppose I'll just switch the Murkrow with this one over here. And we'll go on with another quick ball. Think I see who it is. A Clefairy. Trying to remember, it feels like we've done one before. We'll have to kind of read up on that. Let's construct. Clefairy constructed. I could have sworn I've built a Clefairy before. I don't know why I'm getting the thought that I built a Clefairy. Did I get this tail right, by the way? Doesn't seem right. Feels like it should be positioned more up. Oop, there goes the wings. No, that doesn't seem right either. I guess it is down. Oh, there goes the wings. This one is really, really pink. And again, the Spiral series. Clefairy has a really good face on the front circle panel. Fairy Pokemon. Who doesn't love Clefairy? People of all ages think they're really adorable, but they can be hard to find. When they dance under the full moon, a strange magnetic force surrounds the area. Maybe, just maybe, I'm getting Clefairy mixed up with Jigglypuff Star series. Still haven't got to this one. These things are coming out faster than I could build. But they are really some of my most favorite toys to collect over the last couple years. They've been terrific fun. As for articulation, you can move these arms around a little bit up and down. We've got ball joints on the elbows. The feet can be moved, I believe, a little bit too. They're on those cylinders inside. And again, we can rotate this tail around and these wings kind of sandwiched in between. Look at these great triangle ears pieces. Those are really nice pieces. Clefairy turned out well. Really balances out this series pretty good. And that means we have one more to do. If you recall from the very beginning, who was it? Who was inside? Here we go. Oh, that's right, the Minun. There it is. Let's construct away. And Mega constructed the Minun, cheering Pokemon type Electric. Most likely the cutest Pokemon of the collection. On the backside of Minun, a small negative sign. You'll recall from Series 8, the Plusle, the positive cheering Pokemon. Lots of people were asking, where's the Minun in that last series? So they kind of split the two up. I would imagine these two would be possibly fun to crowd build. Minun a fun, probably the most simplistic build of the day. Very Pikachu-like in build. You can move around the ears if you want, and the head on the ball joint a little bit, and these little funny stumpy arms. The legs as well. So there's not too much going on, but really cute overall. And that is Series 9!
They turned out fine.
That they did. 6 more Pokemon to add to your Mega Construx mega collection of Pokemon now. I'm really impressed how far they've gone now with these small Pokeball sets. I have to get back on track and open up a couple older series soon. I think my favorites in this collection would be the Omanyte, mainly because of its complicated shell build. Much more different than many of these small Pokemon. Clefairy will get honorable mention, as it's ultra adorable and cute. So if you're a fan of Pokemon and building construction sets, these two go hand in hand. Keep an eye out for Series 9.
Yeah, they do look pretty cool, don't they? And I guess I was overreacting about Vulpix. You're alright. Ah!
Mega Construx Pokemon Series 9 Pokeballs arrive on store shelves. Late spring, early summer 2019, they run approximately $6.99 per Pokeball. If you're looking to expand your collection with more Pokemon greats, including Murkrow and Elekid, look no further than these construction balls. Great for building, great for storing, great for battling. You'll find lots of things to do with them. Well, that's what I have to say about that.
Thanks for watching Squirrel Stampede. Please like, share, and subscribe.